All right, man. We in the building live. Told y'all I was actually moving. I get the lighting together tomorrow. Shout out to Fotex in the building earlier. Told y'all I'm gonna get the lighting together tomorrow. Um, I could have got a gun today, but I'm still unpacking stuff, looking for stuff. Um, but it's my second night staying here. I stayed back at the crib the other nights and shit. So Miles trying to adjust. He over there chilling. If y'all wonder where he at. I took Miles with me, left Mason and Minnie, unfortunately, but I seen them today, dog. So I can pretty much get them when I want to. But we here. This weekend, I know it was kind of like a little erratic this weekend with the videos, man. Like I said, I was moving to a new place, man. I didn't know how much shit I had, bro. I swear to God. Last time I moved throwing stuff, I got clothes on top of clothes, on top of shoes, on top of shoes. So yeah, man. Um, but yeah, we here. Uh, and the plan is to step it up even more, bro. So, um, but I do appreciate everybody that's been supporting us or whatever. I know I only did like 4 videos yesterday. I had a Westbrook video to go up, but I deleted it by mistake. So yeah, I'll delete the Westbrook video, but it's gone. But um, let me share the good news that we live with everybody. But today we're gonna talk about shout out to Uncommon Sense. Salute. We're gonna talk today about Andrade, Benavidez, Andrade fight week. So we up in this thing. We also gonna talk about the beef between Shakur Stevenson and um and Ryan Garcia, and also Boost told Bud that he should come get it. If you want your belt, come get it back. So that's what we're gonna speak on. So um I want to pretty much, we're gonna start back and move forward to Benavidez Andrade. Matter of fact, we start with Benavidez Andrade and work our way on down. It's fight week. They getting it on finally. We got a big fight this week. I think it's gonna live up to expectations. If it don't, I think it'll be pretty much on Demetrius Andrade side of things. Why it didn't live up to expectations, in my opinion. All right, that's just my opinion on there. I don't see David Benavidez. He come to fight. We all trying to find out what Demetrius Andrade is. I got an apartment. So yeah, I moved to apartment, bro. I got out the city. I moved into an apartment. I mean, it could be temporary. I still buy my other house, so um, but it could be temporary. It could be I might stay over here permanently. You just never know. But I got some family emergencies to go to, man. So I kind of need to be close to the city as well too. I'm not far, but it's far enough. It's far enough, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I can't let Miles run off the leash like I do in the hood. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of like I was close. If I got a house, I was staying in Detroit. That was the thing. If I did a house, I was staying in Detroit. It's too expensive to. And then it's just me. It's me and him. So for the most part, so it didn't make. I don't have no kids. So yeah, it's just me and him. So I thought about getting a 2-bedroom apartment and then turning it into like a studio. I might end up still upgrading or something like that. But I was like, for now, hopefully election time come, cost of living drop a little bit, but it's starting to drop in a lot of places. But you know how I go. But yes, it's not the biggest apartment. And not the biggest apartment I have been to because honestly, I was trying to move to another area, and I would have had to wait a little bit longer. But I got there. I was moving out to Westland. I got there and they told me they didn't have no apartments for me to see, and it kind of wasted my time. And then a couple weeks later, they had like hit me back, whatever, like you still interested? And it was already too late. I like that. I like that area a lot too, though. Got a lot of different stuff. But the area I live in now got a lot of different stuff. Can't really complain about it. It's a good area, man. I know. Remember, they ain't used to have nothing out here, and people ain't want to come out here or nothing. But I'm off the grid, so I have people come out here. They can spend some weekend out here and just relax and not have to worry about no bullshit. So I gotta how I go. My mom might want to get out the way for a minute, so you know how I go. So But yeah, man, we got Benavidez. Did you get rid of? No. I still got Mason and Minnie. My ex still got him, but I still take care of him and shit. I think Minnie pregnant, so yeah, I gotta take her to the vet. We on good terms, dog. So ain't really no hard feelings about that shit. Everybody think every breakup you gotta be with gotta be on bad terms. It wasn't always good though, but like I said, I'm not a shitty person. To be honest, I don't fuck over people. You know what I'm saying? But if you fuck over me, for the most part, it's over with. So, all right, hold on. So yeah, I made my haircut. So yep, I'm wondering. But yeah, like I said before, I don't know what my watch wasn't going off. I was getting text messages. You finally got her pregnant. Man, I wasn't planning on getting that dog pregnant at all. I hope it's by Mason. That was not the plan, not until next year. But she got pregnant. Mason broke in the kitchen, I guess. But yeah, I gotta replace this gaming chair, man. The hydraulics broke on it. I broke the massage cord on it. Oh nah. I gotta get another one, but I'm gonna get another. It was a good chair though. I just fucked over it. So yeah, I think but yeah, I just seen Mason be coming over. Mason and Minnie be coming over. You see him. The Juice Man, what's up, play? What's going on, Pooh Dangles? Yeah, y'all see him. They'll still be over. They'll still be coming over and shit. So yeah, we still uh but yeah, man. But yeah, Benavidez, Andrade, I think it's more. I mean, it's interesting, bro, because for Benavidez, what do we really gain out this fight? You got to ask yourself, what do Benavidez get out of beating Andrade? Because if you beat Andrade, he was overrated. He never was that good. You know what I'm saying? You lose to Andrade. I think if you lose to Andrade, it's kind of like, I think it's more about Andrade actually being good. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, you know, so that's the thing about it. Like, oh, Andrade really, really good, but really, I think Benavidez, just I think what he really get out of it is really he is the boogeyman. He fought the guy that nobody wanted to fight in Demetrius Andrade. Um, Real awkward southpaw. And I think, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him to it's gonna be hard for him to it's gonna be hard for him to get fights. I think it's really gonna be hard for him to get fights if he beat Demetrius Andrade, because a lot of guys they want to mix it up with that man. But I think it's a tremendous fight. Andrade ain't no runner. What he called Jake Paul, Hussein Rahman Jr., he's a runner, he's a track star. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, he ain't. It's gonna be a good fight. Demetrius Andrade like to come out early and press his opponents. He like to come out there, set the tone, let him know I can hurt you, and he like to come out there and smack you right in your mouth. So, like I said, he might not be as physically strong as David Benavidez, but one thing I do notice about Andrade is he just as tall as him. He just as tall as him. So range, inch short and range, you can't really believe the statistics and all that. So, I mean, I think, man, I think it's a terrific matchup. It's a way to close out Showtime pay-per-view. But I can see it really going both ways, in my humble opinion. But I do think for Benavidez for Andrade to win the fight, he got to keep Benavidez off balance. And I think the primary source, the primary style he need to fight in is pushing Benavidez backwards. Make Benavidez box on the back foot. And I also think, and I said this in the prediction video, I think the person that win this fight, to be honest, is the one who gonna utilize the jab the most. Whoever win the battle with a jab is more likely gonna win this fight. Because Benavidez don't jab when he walking in. He don't. He just look to punch with you and punch on you. So whoever win the battle with a jab, I think will win this fight. If Benavidez will pick up his jab, man, he'd be so much more of a dangerous fighter, bro. Benavidez would be a very, very dangerous fighter if he jab coming in. You know, and I think that's the key for Demetrius Andrade, to jab Benavidez, you know, bang Benavidez body, pause, and push Benavidez on the back foot and keep him guessing. You know what I'm saying? You push him back sometimes, box, you know, use your lateral movement. But I think he got to put Benavidez on the back foot. I think that's the claim to fame. He got to push Benavidez back. I think he really got to push Benavidez and put Benavidez on that back foot. And I think a jab can do it. I think some good body work can do it. I think some lead lefts and rights. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think he got to frustrate him. I think he got to truly frustrate him, and that's just feints, pushing them back, you know, setting traps, boxing, using your back. He got to just keep him off balance. But I think if it's one style that he got to utilize, that's pushing Benavidez backwards. But whoever win the jab battle, if Andrade don't jab, I put it this way, he gonna lose. Benavidez has shown that he can win without utilizing the jab. If Andrade don't jab, dog, it's over with. You ain't gonna beat this guy without jabbing. You ain't gonna beat this guy without holding your ground or pushing him back. It's just not gonna happen. You can't box a guy that don't really waste no energy. You know what I'm saying? You move all day like Caleb Plant. Nah, all he did was stalk Caleb Plant. That's all he did was stalk Caleb Plant. Like he was Diamond from the Players Club. My man was stalking Diamond from the all he did was stalk. That's all he did was stalk him. Just took his time, walked him down without a jab. Caleb Plant just started flailing around like a chicken. You got to hold your ground, bro. You got to push this dude back. That's just what it is. You got to push this guy back. And for Benavidez, and if Andrade don't jab, then like I said before, you know, people say, well, Andrade gas. And if that's the case, if Andrade gas in this fight and he get to moving a lot and he don't come forward and take it to Benavidez, it's just a matter of time before he get put to sleep. If Benavidez is walking down Demetrius Andrade and Andrade is in retreat, it's gonna be a long night, bro. For Andrade, he gonna get stopped. Now, if Andrade is pushing him back and utilizing lateral movement, and Andrade is keeping him off balance and beating his body, utilizing his jab, it's gonna be a long night for Benavidez. It's a really good matchup, bro. It's a really, really good matchup. I just think, you know, I think if Andrade uses his jab and push Benavidez back and kind of keep Benavidez off balance, pushing him back, boxing him, he got a great chance of winning this fight. I think he got enough power for Benavidez to respect him. I do. I think he got enough power for Benavidez to respect him. I think he got more than enough. Now, if Andrade get Benavidez hurt, you know, he talk about how he don't want to finish guys, he don't want to hurt guys, and he want guys to go home to their family. When you in that ring, it's killed to be killed, bro. I don't think you should be worried about another man's you know, well-being. You trying to win. And that kind of scare you, kind of how he kind of navigates through kind of his thinking about finishing opponents and off and getting opponents out of there. No, when you got somebody hurt, we don't get paid for overtime in boxing. One of the oldest sayings. You don't get paid for overtime. You don't get paid for that. If you got somebody hurt, finish them off. And if you sit there and you allow Benavidez to get off the hook and you hurt him, man, dude, he gonna come back even stronger, bro. So if Andrade get Benavidez hurt, whether it's round 1 or round 95, he got to attempt to finish that man. But you gotta rip Benavidez to the body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rip him to the body. You gotta get his respect. You gotta get him to respect your punching power. And if you don't get this respect, you don't jab, you don't rip the body, keep him off balance, push him backwards, it's gonna be a long night. The number one thing for Andrade is the jab. Then get his respect. But moving on, for Benavidez, I just think it need to show some improvement. That's utilizing the jab. That's being a little bit more sense of urgent, have a sense of urgency. Because once you you look at the Caleb Plant fight, he knew he was going gas. So he just waited for him to gas. But you can't always bank on that. You can't always bank on that. So like I said, I think it's a tremendous matchup. I don't think Andrade is a runner. Andrade, he move, he real awkward. Some people say his style is sloppy and all that stuff. But the thing about Andrade is he's an aggressive fighter. He gonna walk you in and try to pop shot you and land some power shots. He's an aggressive fighter. So, like I continue to say, man, I see, if Andrade show up, we gonna see what Benavidez made of. But Benavidez really, really, when you think about it, what do we got to gain in this fight? That's what you got to ask yourself. What do Benavidez got to gain in this fight? He beat the guy that was supposed to be the boogeyman. Some people say the guy, just did a bad job, promoting himself. You know what I'm saying? He did bad business. He did all that to avoid Al Heyman, have to sign to Al Heyman and get the fight. But the thing about that is, once you see the contract and Al Heyman is telling you that there's no guarantee that I gotta give you a fight in a year, you hear some of these things and people reach out to me behind the scenes, and you see how shicey these contracts is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame them, but to sign with Al Heyman as a last resort. Somebody who got creative control over you and all that shit is wild, bro. GK Black, salute. Check out the link tree. Shout out to Angelo, man. Shout out to Angelo. Vibed. Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this fight can go either which way. You know what I'm saying? This fight can go either which way. He said the Chiefs, and yeah, I know, man. I got my TV right here, but I got my computer turned to the other way to my TV. And then I gotta rehook my dual screen, my monitors up, man. So I got a dresser I gotta put together. It ain't gonna take nothing long to put the dresser together. I ain't really got the time right now. And then I gotta figure out how I have my dual monitors hooked up. I got this adapter cord he gave me. So that's kind of a couple main things that's on my agenda at this point. I'm trying to think, is anything else on my agenda? I don't think so, man. But right now, but I found the last couple packages. I got a Miles a military collar. It got an air tag. They got an air tag. And a lot of stuff, man. So it was his birthday and shit on Halloween. So he turned 6. So shout out to the homie, my dog Miles. I ain't post no pictures because, man, I was too busy preparing to move. He said, "Yo, got your gaming set up fixed." I didn't even hook I got all my games right here, but I gotta plug them in. I think I plugged the Xbox in. I'm probably gonna play some COD tonight or whatever. But yeah, I gotta hook the shit up. I got my Fire Stick hooked in. I got original Sega Genesis from Japan. I'm surprised my mama ain't throw out. She gave that to me. I got a Sega Genesis Classic I jailbroke, a Super Nintendo Classic I jailbroke. I got to jailbreak my PlayStation though. But other than that, yeah, I got all that there. I just got to plug them in and shit. I bought some new shit though. But yeah, man, I'm gonna do a official prediction probably Friday. Hopefully, we get to a Friday. You know, hold on one second. 1 second. But yeah, but nonetheless, I just think that I mean this in my opinion, I see why people say it's a pick 'em fight. I can see we get the fight night and somebody beat somebody ass easily, and then we sitting there saying that, oh, I told you it wasn't no test, and they sitting there trying to renege on somebody and trying to say somebody not as good as they once. Well, I can see, man, I can see this being an epic fight. It's man, to me, Benavidez being a younger fighter, you know what I'm saying? And I think and people still kind of questioning his resume or whatever, and that's fine and dandy, but I think he's the more proven commodity here because Benavidez Andrade is how old is Andrade? Andrade is what? 35 years old, and we still don't know if he elite. But most of the time, when you see guys that's that old and still got question marks about them, about the validity of what they are, they're usually not what they say they are. So this is interesting, very very interesting. So I think I picked Benavidez by late knockout. I think I said a 12th round knockout. I picked David Benavidez. So but I'm probably rooting for David Benavidez, to be honest. I mean, I'm rooting for Demetrius. I like them both, but I grew up watching Demetrius Andrade on Friday Night Fights, man, and I'm rooting for him, man. I really am. I'm pushing for him hard. I think he got a chance to win. I think I can't really call it, man. It's just too much. I don't know, man. I don't know. So this is a huge step up in competition for Benavidez. I think it's a huge step up. For Andrade. I think it's a step up for Benavidez. This is a good ass fight. I hope it's a good. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I would love to spend my money on this fight if Al Haymon wasn't promoting it. It's a good fight, man. I think it's a good fight. I think it might be their best pay-per-view. It might be another dub for them. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It might be another dub for him, but this is literally do or die for David for Demetrius Andrade. Now Benavidez lose, you know what I'm saying? People gonna say, oh, he need to retire and all this type shit, man. But he's still young. He's still young. He's order 64 for 90. That's a good deal. I want Pokemon Stadium. I got a GoldenEye 007 on my Xbox. Me and my homie was playing it. 35 going to 36. Damn, he 36. Let me see when his birthday is. Let me see when Demetrius Andrade's birthday is. It just say 1988. Ain't even got his birthday. Maybe BoxRec got his birthday. Nope. Just got his age. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a barn burner, bro. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I got Andrade do or die. Yeah, I'll put it for. I like them both. So, I mean, I kind of, I've just got more of a rapport with I got more of a rapport with with Demetrius Andrade through the years, man. But yeah, let's I'm gonna do a prediction show on Saturday. But I sent links, so I guess nobody want to hop on no more, man. But yeah, YouTube playing with my views again when I go live. So I don't be knowing no more. They sending notifications out or whatever. It is what it is. I can't just gotta keep hustling and grinding, bro. But yeah, Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia got into it. Now, basically, Ryan Garcia, I seen Devin Haney and Big Baby get into it. I'm like, what the hell going on? So basically, Ryan Garcia, because I don't own the video, basically, damn, Bud and Sean Porter was 2 years. Man, time is flying by. It's like you simming the NBA season on 2K. Time is literally flying by. So for the most part, what happened with Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia basically said that he had a run in with Shakur Stevenson, okay? And He basically said that I was chopping it up with Keyshawn Davis or whatever. And yeah, me and Keyshawn Davis chopping up. I told, we kind of waved Shakur to come over and holler at us. And then Shakur said, no, y'all come over there. Y'all come over here and holler at me. He was basically saying that Shakur's always carried himself in an arrogant manner, even going back to the amateurs, that he was always carried himself as arrogant. And, he was basically saying that he was better than everybody else. Right. And basically, like I said in my video, if you didn't see it this morning, when you in a boxing fraternity, man, and you just see somebody that seem like they just don't like a particular person, you got to understand a boxing fraternity, even internationally, is a small fraternity. All right, it's a small fraternity, bro. It's not a lot of people in boxing. So a lot of times when you see an area or a gym hating on somebody, or a particular fighter hating on somebody, they had a run in. They had a run in. You know, they had a run in. And credit to Ryan Garcia for not pushing no alternative agendas. Ryan Garcia kept it 100. He said, you know what, man? Yeah, I ain't like this ninja, man. This ninja sat there and he arrogant. So most people just sit there and be hating on somebody, pushing the agenda, no matter what they do. They just gonna keep taking credit, but they not gonna tell you why. And shout out to Ryan Garcia for at least keeping it 100 and saying why he ain't like this dude. I can respect that. Because now you already know where he stand on it at. So, then Shakur said, Ninja, I wasn't being arrogant. I don't F with you, clown ninja. He said, when I'm coming over to you, and I've been sitting there before you. If you wanted to holler at me, you could have came and said, what up? My bad nights, I win. On your bad nights, you lay down from a body shot and get up after the 10 count. See, Ryan Garcia, the wrong person to be throwing rocks and living in a glass house. He is. So he could say whatever he wants to say about to other fighters and all this stuff, but dude, you ain't never touched a world title. Okay, you ain't never touched a world title, and on top of that, most people say that you quit. I'm not saying that he quit. Most people saying that he quit. Versus Tank Davis. So he can't really say much. He can't really say much. He can't. He can't. Every time somebody say something, they're gonna bring up the body shot. They're gonna bring up how he never won a world title. But hold on. It get better. It get better. You know? Apparently Stevie Kimden jumped into it. So here you go. So Ryan Garcia came back. Came back like cook crack. Ryan Garcia came back. Bring that ass back. So Ryan Garcia say, well, we broke records. He said we broke records in my life and made life-changing money. You broke a record for the least punches ever landed in a 12 round fight and made not even 10% of what we made. Quiet your mouth, kid. So he basically told him, he pulled out the money argument. And that's what niggas do when they be losing arguments. They want, I made more money than you. You got that a lot in boxing. Oh, man, I'm the A side. I made this and I made that and I did this and I did that. And niggas do that shit in the street. That's a goofy ass argument. You can have all the money in the world and still be a loser. You can have all the money in the world and you could be a rich nigga and a broke nigga could be fucking your baby mama, fucking your girl. We see it all too often. All too often. So So that's my thing about it. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, my bad. But yeah, he gonna bring up the money. Oh, nigga, I got more money than you, and this, that, and the third. Money don't don't validate most people, bruh. People think money buy you love, buy happiness. It don't. A lot of niggas with money be miserable as a motherfucker. But then Shakur Stevenson came back and said what he had to say. He said, "I won my third world title in a different weight class, my guy. Let's speak facts. You have never won a real world title throughout your whole career. Congrats on the money you made, but you can't tie my shoes when we talking boxing. And that money don't last forever. Do something smart with it, cuz." So there you have it. Now you got somebody saying that 3 belts, how many were vacant? Don't matter. He can't even get a vacant belt. And that's the problem with these fans. These fans, bro. These fans always trying to move the bar. They always hold on. They always trying to move the bar. Talking about how many were vacant. What do it matter? He can't get a vacant belt. He can't even get a vacant belt. Come on, man. Has he even held a regular world title? Has he held a Reggie belt? Ask yourself, has he held a regular title, a WBA gold title? None of that, bro. So they can go back and forth. He can talk everything he want to talk about this situation, but he's never won a real world title. And what can he say after that? Nothing. Nobody takes Ryan Garcia seriously. Nobody. This is the same people that his mom and dad didn't want him sparring too hard, so they monitored his sparring, dude. He's still a little boy in a lot of people's minds, no matter if he got kids or not. A lot of people look at him as a little ass boy and not a grown man. And money not gonna change that. And having being on social media doing TikTok's not gonna change that. Then he gonna say, "Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna start taking boxing serious." Like, dude, why is you not taking a sport in which you can lose your life serious, bro? You're not taking that serious. That don't make no sense. That makes zero sense. Why you ain't taking this shit serious? Is the $1,000,000 question. So he shut down that whole argument that quick. That quick. And Ryan Garcia had nothing to say because he may never get a world title. Apparently, Stevie Kim stepped in there. He said, if we're going to make any comparison to Shakur Stevenson after the last fight to Floyd Mayweather, keep in mind Floyd put on some devastating, entertaining fights like Gianardo Hernandez, Angel Manfredi, Diego Corrales at a similar stage, and was a lot more active as a young champion. He actually fought 7 times from 98, the year he won the first title. Then 3 times in 99 and 2001. Floyd was active, stayed sharp, and contrary to popular belief to some, was very entertaining. That's young Floyd Mayweather. Now, Shakur Stevenson said, I ain't read this yet. He said, I didn't put on great fights and great performances that entertain the fans. I changed my style to an in-the-pocket fighter for the fans over the last few years. Not one fight go by, I wasn't 100% myself, and I had to use my legs and grab to get the W. Now I'm not entertaining. But it's hard when you get a reputation. It's hard to shake it, bro, especially when people don't like you. And what's so funny, Shakur Stevenson has been very transparent with boxing media. Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson has been, like I said, he's been very transparent with boxing media. Very transparent. He's got people interviews. He's a nice, approachable guy for everything I hear. But just because he didn't sign with Floyd and sign with Top Rank, blame Floyd for not having proof of funds or whatever, or putting somebody else above him. That's the crazy thing, man. We disliking people based on who they sign with is crazy. Everybody want to say, well, people he didn't, they ain't like him because he with Terrence Crawford. Man, that's part of it, but it started because he was with Top Rank. But Errol Spence can go shack up with Jerry Jones and not y'all say nothing, bro. I really don't understand this inconsistent inconsistency with who we gonna pick and choose to support and put on the pedestal, especially selective picking amongst the black box community. That's what I don't understand. They got a lot of selective picking amongst the black box community. You know, what's the criteria? Oh, you gotta give us an interview. Man, you give everybody an interview. You know, I understand people, you know, remember how Bob Arum got Al Heyman bumped off HBO? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You ain't got to hold that against him. You know, against his fighters. Everybody can't sign the PBC. If they did, PBC ain't even got enough TV dates. That's crazy. Everybody can't sign the PBC. That's what I'm not understanding, bro. And then these dudes will sit here and then they'll sit here and say, you know, they talk all this shit about these guys, right? They talk all this shit about it, but then again, they'll still have a fight reaction after the fight. Like if you don't like mess with a fighter, you don't mess with a promotional company, then why are we talking about the fight at all? It's all monetary, bro. I heard somebody say, man, I ain't gonna say dude name, you know, oh, you know, I ain't covered the fight all week, but I talked about it after the fight. Like, bro, y'all be mad because y'all had one disagreement with somebody. Oh, he cooned out. He did this. He did that. Okay, address it. Move on. But if you're going to address it, you know, and then you still gonna hold it against him, right? You got some type of hatred because he said something. You want to be cancel culture. Then don't watch him no more. Don't watch him. It's as simple as that. Don't watch him. That's what I'm thinking. How y'all like a dog somebody out but continue to talk about him and support him? It's for monetary reasons. I'm telling y'all. It's for monetary reasons. That's it. These dudes just want some money. I don't get it. But Stevie Kim is accurate. Shakur Stevenson gonna throw one or two punches, maybe three if you get lucky, and get back in the position to defend. So, you know, you be like, well, how do you fix that? You put him in there with somebody that's gonna make him throw punches. You put him in there with guys that's fan friendly. Now, sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes they mandate a fight that may not add up. But as soon as Shakur Stevenson start, you know, letting the fans dictate how he fight and he lose, you gonna give him exactly what you want. Keep doing you. Keep doing you. You know? But I mean, if I'm him, bro, to be honest, just keep winning. You know, Ryan Garcia should be the last person. Ryan Garcia on the cool should be the last person. He should be the last person that should be criticizing anybody in the sport of boxing. This was a dude who said he just not started taking the sport seriously. You know? You know? You know? So I just don't understand it. We basically like the best way to kill somebody's momentum is not to speak on them. It's just not to speak on them. I just don't understand this shit, man. Just because a guy make a mistake Now, you know, man, look about what Wilder said while he did the interview with his wife or whoever she is. Think about what Wilder said in that interview with his wife about what do you do with his granddaddy and all this type of shit, whatever he said. Them ninjas ain't cancel Wilder. They ain't cancel Wilder. They did not cancel Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He said some wild shit. He got caught twerking too. I ain't saying I'm canceling him, but just cause somebody say something that just because somebody say something that you don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean I dislike you. Or I gotta cancel you, bro. Just because we have a disagreement, that's not what that means. Sometimes it's a teachable moment. Sometimes it's a very teachable moment, but these ninjas always got a knee-jerk reaction. How many times some of these dudes and said some shit that was left or that was wrong. That's one thing I hate about the internet, this cancel culture. They always want to cancel somebody. On the black community, only people that really do that. Cancel you because you said something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, he said this, man. This, you know, I'm just like, okay, bro, whatever. But the man getting a bunch of hate, bro, for no reason, bro. They hate dudes when they don't. They hate dudes when they don't speak to him. You got a guy that speak to him, right? You got a guy that speak to him, right? And do interviews, and they still find a way. So you know, damn if you do, damn if you don't, bro. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, it don't matter when they make up in their mind that they don't like you. It ain't nothing you can do from it. It ain't nothing that you can do about it. And that's the unfortunate part about it, bro. So you trying to force yourself for people to like you and people to you can't do nothing. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't have one valid reason on why they don't like you. Listen to me. They don't have one valid reason on why they don't like you. One. But nonetheless, nobody put any blame on Edwin De Los Santos for talking all this shit, going to his hood. Nobody's put no blame on him for not making the fight. But, you know, secure the A side. He just got to come back with a stronger vengeance. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. This is why people end up with trust issues. This is why. This is why people have trust issues. This is why people have trust issues. You sit here, you be nice to everybody, and they still find a reason to stab you in the goddamn back. This kid ain't do shit, bro. Besides with Bob Arum, that was the best deal on the table. What else y'all want to do? Take a sham deal like the rest of the people? I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't think Boo Boo beats Canelo. I think we have a better idea when he fight Benavidez. Support the channel, Venmo CJ Good 313. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Gave up on a body shot. The internet boxing. Yeah, the internet boxing era is goofy, man. Snitches is goofy. You know, but then again, when boxing don't give you the fights that you want to see, you got to start creating things to talk about. You know? So, you know, you got people that was hating on the Wilder and Anthony Joshua card in December. Oh, nobody gonna watch it. Well, ain't nobody watching none of this shit. Then, to be honest, we look at the numbers. Q Hamilton salute, neutral natural salute. Kansas scored. Shakur is the pot shot king. Yep, he ain't throwing more than 2 or 3 punches at a time, but that's him. When he get in there with somebody that's gonna make him move his hands, I guarantee you he gonna move his hands to be into survival neutral natural. I guarantee you that. Ryan didn't come to fight against Tank. No, I mean, then Tank drained him. He knew he was gonna use that as an excuse. Just a reflection. You have people lurking on Twitter scanning comments who wake up at 5 in the morning trolling any comment that I make, compliment Shakur. They live to hate him. That's sad. I mean, you know, who got, if you really doing so, you really a productive citizen, who got time to be hating on the internet? Okay, you comment and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You keep it moving. I ain't about to sit here go back and forth. I just do that in the comment section on YouTube, and I'm like, man, you could be battling a bot, you could be doing some crazy shit. You could be battling somebody that's not you know, that's not even real. So I stopped doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stopped going back and forth with doing. And a lot of these dudes don't have no logic, bro. And a lot of these dudes, you would say, well, let's debate, man. And when Nike was doing her debate show, a lot of these dudes didn't know shit they was talking about. You said, well, come on the show and talk. No, you know what they gonna do? They gonna call in the Coach Malachi show. I'm gonna get a call line pretty soon. They gonna try to troll, but when they gotta show their face, or you know, they gotta be on equal battle. They don't know nothing about boxing, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It's all hope. He won that fight. That wasn't a robbery. Which fight you talking about? Edwin De Los Santos did not get criticized once for not coming to fight. He was healthy, man. How about criticizing his corner and him for not knowing that man wasn't throwing his left hand? It's so many unqualified trainers. And I said this in one of the videos where boxing need to have, you know, you need to be certified as a coach. Once you become certified, every 5 or 10 years, you need to recertify. I agree. I think I really, really agree with that, bro. I think I really, really agree with that. I do. I think I do. Cause some of these dudes, how you not seeing in the corner that a man not throwing his dominant hand, and you don't tell Edwin De Los Santos to attack that. Ryan is the street. Any street dude is going to tell you to come to them. If you tell them come here, it's how it goes. Yeah, that is true. Secure, because you ain't know women grab, you know. Well, even with women want you to come to them. You tell a woman to come here, what's she gonna say? Nah, boy, you come here. That's the first thing she gonna say. You know, Shakur is the most boring out the three, but I think his next fight he will show he got no other choice. Shakur is supposed to be the next pound great. He's not in the same realm as Crawford. Well, Crawford took Crawford years to get there. Eagles just scored. Damn, they out here having a shootout. Oh, Swift got in there. I should have put Swift for a touchdown. Let me keep going through these comments. He'll never be in the same realm with Bud and Pretty Boy. You just never know. I think it's early, bro. If Edwin had opened up, Shakur would have countered. But if he wasn't using his left hand, bro, yeah, I'd have made him use the left arm. But hey, it is what it is. Some critics are justified. Dude was running his mouth too much. I don't like how he was doing Dev. I just know some of the LDBC guys got other agendas. Well, that's just who Shakur Stevenson is, bro. Brash, bold. That's who he is. That's just who he is. When you go to the East Coast, man, especially you go to New York, you have a better idea of the personality, bro, and why they act the way they act. You will have a better idea. Like a lot of people probably turned off. They just on the East Coast. They just very, very confident and cocky. That's just who they are. Shakur Cruz after the Tank fight would be the best style to make Shakur. Yeah, Cruz gonna make him fight. When you got motion, you don't care or got time to worry about what people say on the internet. They got nothing significant going on. Exactly. I ain't going back and forth with nobody, bro. I'm going back and forth with somebody, it's a healthy debate. I'll troll every now and again, but I troll people I know. I troll people I know. It's just for just to fuck with them. Just silly shit. But somebody random, like if it ain't healthy or I ain't learning nothing, man, I ain't got time to be wasting my time. Man, I don't even want to argue with no woman, bro. I don't want to be arguing with nobody. Crawford was mid runner early in his career. I don't want to say mid runner, but my coworker turned the TV from Secure to Law and Order SVU rerun. I used to like shout out to Pom Pom Sports Entertainment, subscribe to his channel. I used to like the original Law and Order. I used to watch all them shits. And I remember like years ago, like 2015, 16, FXX. Because it's FX and then they got the other channel, FXX with the two X's. FXX. They showed every Simpson episode in the marathon. Boy, that shit was on all day. That shit was on all day. But let's close it out talking about Terrence Crawford. So apparently, Jerron Boots Ennis told Terrence Crawford, "Come get your belts. If come get your belts." So he took Bernie the Boxer advice. Bernie the Boxer said, "Maybe you should talk some shit to Bud and basically build the fight up to get his attention or whatever." And that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Now I seen the interview. He tried to explain he took the contract with, man, dude. These dudes, man, they just better off just shutting the hell up. But he said Jerron Ennis dares Terrence Crawford to come get your belts back. And in a way they did Boots a disservice. Boots should be getting a shot at all the belts. But like I said before, we don't even know what network Boots fighting on going forward. That's the crazy shit about it. He gonna go with PBC or he gonna do something else. We don't even know where he fighting at. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's how he supposed to finesse it. But he should have been. I don't understand why they didn't call a purse bid. That's my problem. Why they didn't call no purse bid? Nothing. And I think people had a problem with it. He had to rematch Earl Spence and all this type of stuff, and y'all knew this. And apparently, the rematch gonna be at 147 and all that type of stuff. So a lot of people had an issue with the whole thing. But you know what? Do it really matter? He already won undisputed. Unless Earl Spence gonna come back and win, Earl Spence don't get an opportunity to win undisputed. And I think that's what a lot of people didn't like about it. That Earl Spence didn't have an opportunity to come back and win undisputed. But undisputed, they can't do shit about that. But the IBF is the IBF. They can do what they want to do. They can play it how they want to play it. But I mean, do Jerron Boots Ennis really want that smoke? Do they really feel like he ready? They just talking. He about to fight Mario Barrios. I mean, that's a step in the right direction in somewhat. And I'm gonna watch. I ain't got no issue with it. But we do know this is what young fighters do. They attach their name to established fighters. That's what they do. You know, it's part of the game. Clout chasing is this what boxing is. You hit your wagon, call a guy out for years, hope to get the shot. If you don't, guess what? His fan base know who he is. Is Boots a bad motherfucker? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, but a lot of people don't like the fact that they feel like Earl Spence fans trying to use him. But then if Bud get in there and beat him, then guess what? They gonna move the line back. Don't matter what Bud do. Bud can go beat Canelo and they gonna make an excuse about it. You know, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. No matter what dudes do, they got a different thing. You got a different thing for somebody else. Or Shakur Stevenson, this, that, and the third. Bud, this, I don't like him for this, that, and the third. And they make a whole bunch of hate videos. But like I said, when Deontay Wilder said that nasty ass shit about his granddaddy when he was twerking, ain't nobody make a video about that. When Charlo sat there and endorsed Ellie Setback over the LDBC, them Texas niggas ain't make a video about that. Tell me when I'm lying. When he threatened to smack Blue Blood, Tom Bennett was the only one that made a video. These dudes is goofy, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. These dudes is hella goofy. Hella goofy. They mad at dudes who they can't monetize. They mad at dudes who ain't signed to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman to destroy more careers than anybody else in the sport of boxing. Tell me when I'm lying. He kept Earl Spence out 16 months, bro. 16 months. You know, don't say nothing to nobody. You gotta dick suck a fighter. Pause just to get into the media room. Right? Come on. And then when they run out of when nobody want to come to their event, then they want to call people at the bottom of the media list. Then they want to be your best friend. They want to use and abuse you when they need you. When they need you, then they want to be your friend. Shit is crazy. Telling you how this game works. Want to know why Ellie sat back in there asking all them dumbass questions? To stop the real motherfuckers from asking the real questions. From asking the real questions. But with Jerron Boots Ennis, it is what it is. He's going to accumulate a whole bunch of fake ass fans. That's what he's gonna do. Accumulate a whole bunch of fake ass fans that they gonna think that he for him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna think them fans is for him, right? And at the end of the day, they just Spence fans that want to get behind him to get back at Bud. Watch the Bud fight Canelo Alvarez. How many of them niggas jump on Canelo Alvarez dick? Watch. I'm trying to tell you. These dudes ain't got no shame, bro. No shame. And they hate another brother like that. Another brother. They don't go hard against they ain't go that hard on Tyson Fury, bro. Only reason they talked about Tyson Fury glove was because of Young Pharaoh. That's it. Navarrete should have took an L on the weekend. Hey man, that was a close fight, bro. If he scored 2 knockdowns, that's 4 points. All he had needed is win 2 rounds to get a draw. But I thought Kisakiako dominated that fight with his boxing though. But he got dropped 2 times. Criminal Minds was the best for a while. He said, "Did you see Shakur fight Valdez, Herring, Casiaco, Joel Gonzalez, he destroyed pressure fighters with countering. This is one fight. People are bug. Well, you know, it's a knee-jerk reaction. You're only as good as your last fight. People taking that literally. Noah's interested in pussing boots. Oh man, I like boots. Good question. Why no purse bid? Because man, they paid for that motherfucker to drop that belt. Tank dog walk Barrios and Thurman dominating him. Barrios is a front runner. Yeah, man. Shout out to Barrios, man. Barrios ranking up the bread. He one of the more active PBC fighters as well, too. But that's all I got tonight, man. I do appreciate y'all. Me let Miles out for it start raining and snowing and what's about to do, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for supporting me, man. Peace.